Good morning again, everyone. Welcome to our January journey through the Proverbs. It's day 21. That means we're two-thirds of the way through the month, and I trust you've been gaining God's wisdom on a daily basis as you've been seeking God and making God's wisdom top priority in your life. For you that have been following our little grandson Gideon, he went through surgery yesterday. They cleared out the infection around his lung, and this morning he's doing great. And so we're excited about his quick recovery. So you keep him in your prayers. It's hard to see your little baby grandchildren and children as sick as he was, and he was really sick. So today he's well on his way to recovery, and we thank you for your prayers. One thought from Proverbs 21, maybe two, but one if I have two if I have time. Interesting insight. We're 21 days in. We're two-thirds of the way through. And here's where some people already are. Verse 16. A man who wanders from the way of understanding will rest in the assembly of the dead. Now let me just say there's always a consequence for wandering away from God's wisdom and will in your life. And that's the one thing I see in these Proverbs is that we need to awaken to the consequences of our wrong actions and our foolishness in our life. And pardon me, but my phone is blowing up with things about little Gideon. But here's where I want to warn us. I'm warning myself. I'm two-thirds of the way through. We can't wander away. We can't lighten up our pursuit. In fact, I thought about this verse, he who wanders from the way of understanding, meaning the person who's not strategically pressing in on a daily basis as a lifestyle to gain God's wisdom and understanding in his life will wander. And so we can't wander. I want to encourage you not to wander away from God's Word. Don't wander away in your heart. You may go through the motions for a while, but if you've wandered in your heart and you've lost that cutting edge, listen, I want to tell you, go back to where you lost it. Like I think it was Elijah and one of the sons of the prophets lost the cutting edge. He lost the axe head. And the prophet said, go back to where you lost it. Go back and let's see if God will do a miracle. So I want to encourage you, don't wander today. Don't wander from the way of wisdom. One more thing that kind of fits here. The last verse, verse 31. The horse is prepared for the day of battle, but deliverance comes from the Lord. And that brings it into balance. You know, we've got to be prepared every day for the battles that we face. We've got to be prepared spiritually, physically, emotionally, and even financially in every way. We need to be prepared, do everything we can to cooperate, if you will, with the will of God for our life. Here at the church, we're in a series called Shift, preparing your ways for greater days. And so we've got to be ready. But then the reality is deliverance always comes from the Lord. And He wants us to be prepared and ready and gain God's wisdom in every area of our life. And so remember Proverbs 4, in all you're getting, get wisdom, get understanding. It's the principal thing. It's the beginning ground. God bless you today. Got wisdom?